What is up? What is up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages? Welcome back to the stream. And dog going crazy about something like always. Wouldn't be a video without him. And emergency mute. I had to mute myself. I had to sneeze. Might have to do it again in a second. Hold up. It is definitely allergy season today. Ooh, I've been sneezing all day. Anyway, so Night of Champions. It happened. Didn't get a chance to talk about it. We kind of talked about it a little bit on Horror Boy's stream. If you want to check his stream out, we went like kind of everywhere. We talked about All In or the whatever the one that just happened with AEW. I'll probably watch that and Battlegrounds probably later today. Probably like after Raw or something because I ain't got nothing else to do. And I don't gotta work till I gotta work tomorrow, but not till like later. So my thoughts on Champions, I would probably give it a 8 out of 10. With the matches they had, they weren't like, I don't want to say like, oh my god, they were like iffy. But they were pretty decent. The first match, Seth and AJ, I would probably give a out of 5. I'd probably give it a 4 out of 5. Good chemistry always between them two. Good action, good everything. Really was enjoying it. Really was having a good time watching them two go at it. I do feel bad for AJ, because the dude, in my opinion, deserves a lot more than what he's been getting. But you know, he did just come back, so hopefully, fingers crossed, they can actually start booking him and making him do amazing things. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze again. But that match, I was really enjoyed with. I was really into. Just it was a good little time, good match. Well, the next match, I believe, the next match was Gunther and Ali. I will not these will not be in order. I'm not gonna try to keep them in order because I will. No, the next match was Trish and Becky, I think. So that in my opinion was also very good. Trish was having a little bit of ring rust, but you kind of expect that with Trish. She didn't have any like single matches in a while, so it was still a good still a good match. She just had a little bit of rust, and it was showing. Not hitting everything correctly. Becky helping her, and everything in between. Still liked it. Still a good match. Still had fun with it. I probably gave it a 3.5 out of 5. Yeah. Then I think it was Gunther and Ali, and that was a really good match in my opinion. It showed Ali capable, and it showed Gunther being Gunther like always. I give that a 4 out of 5. Same with the AJ and Seth match. I won't say AJ and Styles match. AJ's and Seth match. It was. I wish it would have went on a little bit longer to show, you know, what them two could do. But you know, for what it was, it is what it is. I enjoyed it. I had fun with it. I think when it comes to Ali, hopefully he doesn't get released. I would like to see him, you know, do more stuff. I like to see him on SmackDown. I feel like if he were to go to SmackDown, they could do so much with the US title more than the IC. they could have the U.S. kind of be like a hot potato title where someone holds it for like 4 months. Like I think Cross should beat Theory, hold it for a very long time. Then Ali, if Ali was on there, have Ali beat Cross, and then maybe AJ or have AJ beat Cross and Ali. Just throw people in there. Like if you know you're not gonna have Roman lose for a while, just have that title be going back and forth so people can go, oh yeah, that was fun. Oh yeah, that's a good card title instead of like, oh, because like I said, I'm 50-50 when it comes to these long title reigns with each other. I mean, with all the titles, Roman's held it for like a year. Gunther's pretty much, I think, had his for like a year. I think Roman's held for like almost 2 years. Roman's held it for a minute. Gunther's held it for a hot minute. Austin's held his for a hot minute. Bianca held hers for a hot minute. The only one who I really care about is Rhea. She can have that title forever. She can keep it forever. But yeah, Gunther and Ali had a good match. Next, I think was Asuka and Bianca, which was, I'll be honest, they do not click well. I did not enjoy their matches. Their matches are kind of just meh to me. The WrestleMania match was okay. This match, I actually fell asleep during it a little bit. And I woke up and I was like, they're still going on? Gee, me Christmas. And it just felt like they just didn't have the chemistry or like the stuff with it. I probably would give that a 3 out of 5. And then it was Cody and Brock, which was another really, in my opinion, really good storytelling match. With Cody passing out to the Kimura and everything in between. Brock hitting F5. I don't know if anyone else heard it, but I heard it. You could hear Brock scream, kick out at 2 when he hit an F5, and Cody kicked out 2. I was like, oh, I heard that. But definitely a good match. I honestly would say I'm gonna give that one a 5 out of 5 because the story and just the chemistry they have. It was still a good match. I enjoyed it. I don't think they're done. I think they're gonna have one more match. I don't know when, possibly SummerSlam. And I don't know what they're gonna do with Cody. Like that was the main thing me and Nate were talking about a lot of the time. It was like, what are they gonna do with Cody? We don't know what's gonna happen with Cody, and it's just like, why? Like, why didn't he beat Roman? Like, I get it, 1,000 days, possibly he could beat Hogan's reign, but are they really gonna have him? Let's say the feud ends with Cody and Lesnar. Cody wins Money in the Bank, and then he fights Lesnar again to beat Lesnar, and then he announces his cash in at like WrestleMania or something against Roman. Like, I don't know how to feel about that. I just wouldn't know how to feel, but I trust the process. I trust, Vince. Now, oh my God, I can't believe that just came out of my mouth. This is how you know I just woke up. I do not trust Vince. I trust Triple H. I trust the team. I trust what they're doing. I hope they do what they need to do. Yeah, I can't believe that just came out of my mouth. Yeah, I trust Vince. No, I do not trust Vince. I would not trust Vince as far as I could throw him. But yeah, I really enjoyed that. And then it was like Rhea and Natalya, and like Rhea just squashed Natalya, which I was like, thank you, Lord Jesus, because this feud was stupid. This feud had no build. And Rhea just came out and dominated her, which I thank you for doing that. That just for that, it gets a 5. No, it gets a 3. It gets a 3. And then the main event happened. I'm pretty sure it's so true. Yeah, I think this is the main event. The main event happens. And it's going out, and I'm gonna see. I'm gonna invite someone, see if he wants to join real quick. See if he wants to join. Something went wrong. What is this? What is this? This is some bull. Hey, it's not letting me send it. This is some bull crap. Anyway, maybe because I already started, but anyway. There I was trying to invite you, and it was like error, cannot send out. I'm like, what is this cheese? Also, you missed it. You missed probably the funniest thing. I'm still kind of tired because I woke up like at 12 and I'm still processing life. I said, I trust Vince's process. And I was like, no. Like, that's how you know with the little Google eyes. Yeah, I was like, yeah, I trust Vince's process. Like, no, I don't. I don't trust Vince at all. That man would stab. He pretty much has stabbed his whole family in the back. He probably would stab everyone. Yeah, see, exactly. That's how you know you're not fully right in the head right now. You say you trust, I trust Vince's process. Yeah, nah, not happening. I don't trust Vince at all. Main event. You trust that man? I do not trust that man. That man is the devil in disguise. He is the Antichrist. We just don't know yet. He thinks he's the Antichrist. But the main event was Jimmy. I almost said, oh my God, this is how you know I'm out of it. I almost said the Usos. It was Roman and Solo against Kevin and Sammy. Good Lord above. And then the match was going good. And then you knew, I think everyone kind of knew this was going to happen. Ref gets knocked down. Ref dies, of course. Oof. Out come the Usos. They're helping. They're trying to help. And then I think it was Kevin or it was Sammy. I think it was Sammy. There was something in my tooth. This has been aggravating all day. They went for a super kick on Sammy, and he ducked, and they super kicked Solo, and Roman saw it. He looks like a corrupt businessman. Bro, he looks like Hitler. Let's just be honest. The dude looks like Hitler. With that little porn mustache, bro, he looks like Hitler. Just shave it a little bit more, he looks like Hitler. I don't know if I could say that name, but oh well. So they double super kick Solo. And Roman sees it, and he gets angry. And he comes up, and he mushes Jay. He mushes Jimmy, and he mushes Jay. And he turns around, and Jimmy super kicks him. And Jay's like, bruh. You know, like when you see something crazy, and you have that bruh face? That was Jay's face. Jay was like, "Cuz, what you doing, Oos? You can't be doing that, Oos." He's like, "Listen, Oos." I just love the fact they always say Oos in like almost in every sentence. I did what you should have done years ago, Oos. Bop, kicked him again. And Jay was like, "You're kind of right." So after that, Roman rolls out the ring. Solo gets back in the ring. Kevin stuns him. I think Sammy Hululu kicks him. And then 1, 2, 3. That's how it ends. Roman's sitting there. He's about to cry. He's like, my cousins, why would they do this to me? Even though you just mushed them in the face. Like, why? What were you expecting? But overall, Night of Champions was definitely, for me, an 8 out of 10. There was some things I didn't like. Obviously, the squash, even though I love Rhea. That match, it should have been either someone else or they should have had a legit match. I feel like the Gunther and Ali match should have been longer. And I remember you saying this on the stream we had last night. There was no U.S. title match, which there should have been. Fair rating, good show. And I agree with you on that. I 100% agree with you on that because on Night of Champions have always had, it was either they always had their big belts, their mid cards, and their tag teams always defended on the show. And I just hated. I have to agree with you on that because you said you didn't like it. I despise it when they do that, even though great weekend for wrestling is the NXT one. I have not watched NXT. I know for a fact a lot of people enjoyed it. if we have time, if you want, we could watch it before Eric gets us, and we can go do whatever we want. We can watch like a little bit of it if you want. But I would say, yeah, it was a good week for wrestling pay-per-views. Night of Champions was really good. AEW's, what you have said, was really good. And the Fatal 4-Way, I've seen clips alone for that match, and it looked phenomenal. So I will check that out. And the NXT pay-per-view were all really, really good. So, yeah, very good week for wrestling fans. There should be no war between these companies. I don't understand why Tony has to make a war, because I don't know if you watched the press conference, but he said something on the lines, like he took a shot at WWE again because of something with UFC. He said, well, guess there won't be no UFC partnership, will there? And I'm like, why do you have the need to always take a shot at them when they're doing their own thing? You need to, and your booking is good right now. You're doing something that I'm surprised I can say. You're not too worried about what they're doing, but then you always got to slide in a dumb remark about WWE. And it's just like, dude, I could understand if Triple H was coming out and like saying how bad AEW is, and I could buy it, or Vince could buy it, or whatever. But they have literally done like 2, maybe 3 shots at max against you guys. And every press conference I see from y'all, it's like, James, Tony's like, yeah. And I'm like, bruh, worry about your company. Stop worrying about this other company. Do what makes you happy. Stop worrying about the other thing. Because to me, you're not setting up a good example. And it shows, because it's like, you had the biggest whiner come to your company and complain nonstop, but that's I seen that. It had me weak. I seen it. They posted it on their Facebook, and it popped up, and I was like, ooh. Yeah, they said he said your boy wears blackface. He said, they also said, why is it called the House of Black when there's no black people in it? I was like, bruh. They called him emos too. He's like, we're gonna beat y'all's. He said like, we're gonna beat y'all emo asses or something like that. I was just like, bruh. Acclaim. Why did they lose their tag titles? Okay, my biggest issue right now, I'm gonna say this right now, at least for a minute. They should have not lost their tag team titles. Period. They should have lost their tag team titles tonight against the Revival, not when they did against against the freaking whole Young Buck. I'm gonna say Young Bucks, freaking Billy Kid's freaking kids. Like, they should not have lost those tag team titles. Like, it was stupid. It was the dumbest decision. That's the thing I think me and you even said on our stream. It was like, with the whole Cody thing, you have a baby face that's red hot, and it can make you have merch sales go through the roof, yet you don't capitalize on it. It's the same thing with Sammy, too. Sammy and Cody are the most red hot baby faces right now. And, yeah, Sammy's got the tag team titles with Kevin. But, bro, they need to strap a world title on one of these guys. Yeah, exactly. I don't know why they lost. Yeah, they need to strap. If you see someone over, don't wait till like the last minute to put them over, because that's when the fans start to turn. I've noticed this now, and granted, it's still the fans' fault, but I have noticed when there's been a babyface on fire, and then they wait to the last minute. Darby should have won. Darby should be having every title. Darby should be in WWE Darby should jump ship WWE and beat Roman Reigns. Anyway, they're like, when there's a fine line between that face that is red hot and then they wait to the very end when that candle's done almost, then they pull that trigger, then the fans don't want them because they're already on to the next thing. They're already on to the next baby face. Perfect example, I can show you this now. Batista with Daniel Bryan. Batista was red hot. Everyone liked him when he came back. And then when Bryan got hot, they wanted Bryan, but then they pushed Batista at the last minute. Or Bray Wyatt, when Bray Wyatt was red hot with the Fiend stuff, and they didn't capitalize because they didn't want Seth to lose. It's like, dude, pull the triggers when you have the trigger pull, when you're on the trigger. Don't wait till the last minute, because that's when the fans will turn and go, I don't want this anymore. I want this. I want that. But it's like, they always wait till the last minute, because I guarantee this is what's going to happen. Cody's finally going to win something big. Either Money in the Bank, the World Heavyweight Championship, or somehow he's going to get drafted to SmackDown and fight Roman. He's going to win, and then people are just going to go, boo. We don't want this anymore. We want this guy now. And then they're going to want this guy, because they already ran into this issue with WrestleMania. When Cody was facing Roman, everyone wanted Sami involved too, to make it a triple threat for some weird reason. And I'm just like, dude, they wait to the last minute to pull that trigger, and it costs them sometimes. I don't know why they always hesitate with the baby faces. But with heels, bro, they are trigger happy. Like we'll push all the heels, but the baby faces, we'll wait till the last minute and see what happens and go from there. But like, it sucks, because it's like, you guys have so much potential with Sami, with Cody, with Finn, with, even though Finn's a heel, with Priest, even though Priest is a heel. You know, you got guys you could turn into big stars, but it's just like you're waiting for the right time, which I understand. Not everyone can have a belt. Not everyone can have this. We do need more babyface champions in wrestling, because who's like a big babyface right now that has like a title? There's literally only one person, and it's Seth. And you can count Kevin and Sami with the tag titles, but like Gunther's a heel, Austin's a heel, and Roman's a heel, and Asuka's a heel, and Rhea's a heel. They're all heels besides 3 people. And it's like, we need more baby faces. Not because Bianca lost, remember? Asuka has it now. Yeah, Asuka's a heel. I was saying, look how many look at the heel champions compared to the babyface champions. Because Bianca was that next level babyface, but people got bored of her, and now Asuka has a title, and Asuka's a heel. Bianca was a face. Because now we have Rhea, a heel, Asuka, a heel, Roman, a heel, Gunther, a heel, Austin Theory, a heel. We have Seth Rollins, babyface, Kevin Owens, babyface, Sami Zayn, babyface. That's 3 to what, 5? It's just like, we need more. We need more of that babyface. Like we need a babyface to beat Gunther. We need a babyface to beat Austin. We need a babyface to beat Asuka. And we need a babyface to beat Rhea at this point. Yes, that's babyface, technically. But it's just like, why? Why can we not get more baby faces? What is so wrong with baby faces? I swear, if he turns here on the tag team champion of the women's season, they don't have there aren't no women tag team champions right now. They got vacate, remember? They were faces. It was Liv and almost Gonzalez, or whatever her name is, for Gail. They were the champions, but Liv got hurt. So it's a fatal 4-way tonight between Shotzi and Gonzalez against Bayley and Io against Chelsea Green and Sonya against Ronda and Shayna. And we all know who's going to win that freaking match. It's going to be Ronda and Shayna, and it's going to be stupid. Because Ronda does not care anymore, and they need to get rid of her at this point. Like, it's just... Also, the tag team championships confuse me with both the women and the men, because can they jump shift to Raw and SmackDown? Because Gonzalez is Raw, Sachi SmackDown technically. Can they jump shifts? I don't know. There's some things that they need to do with this draft and be more open with it. I think the tag team should go on each show. I think, in my honest opinion, they need to make one belt for the tag team champions. Have it go on both shows. Please, for the love of everything, do not make a half red, half blue strap. But that's all I got for today. I know I gotta start getting ready. Got to get a shower and everything, and hopefully today will be a good day. I know I'll be hanging out with this guy in the chat, him and another person here in probably a couple minutes. So I'm gonna get off here, get ready. Agreed. I agree with that 100%. They both do. They both need to organize their shows. I agree with that 100% because, like, you don't know what's going on, and you don't know, like, new belts should be less. Yeah, I agree with that. I'll see you in a few, but I agree with that. There's like with WWE, they have the two main belts. They got their two mid carders. Technically, they have three big belts. They have their two mid-carders, their tag teams, and then their women tag team and their women championship. Bro, AEW's got a trio championship, the mid-card championship, another mid-card championship, a tag team, the world, the two women's. It's like, we don't need trios. That's why I'm glad WWE never did a trio, because it just would not work, in my opinion. Yeah, but I agree with this statement right here. AEW need to organize their shows. They need to do better. And I believe the process with both of them. Hopefully they'll both be good. But like I said, I'm going to get off here, get in the shower, get ready for the day. I will see y'all possibly maybe later tonight. Maybe get this guy in with me or jump on shift with him. But yeah. I'll see y'all in the future.